Why the hell is that? I don't remember adding that person ever as a friend. Okay. So, fun story. My internet provider changed the NBN network that they provide off of. And the other night, I was having trouble joining people's lobbies, and a player who usually is always able to join mine was having trouble. They had to go onto their, I think, phone hotspot until they could join me. So it may be the case that I can no longer host or even drive in most people's lobbies. We'll see if that was just a once-off fluke or it's a real problem. So if any of you guys are watching and want to jump in, let me know if you have troubles joining, especially if you're especially if you've never had issues joining my lobbies in the past. If there is problems, then I'll definitely be calling them and being very angry. But I really don't know what I could even do other than just changing ISPs if that's the case. Yeah, that sucks to hear Bob's back. Like, when I lived at a friend's place back in 2021, 2022, I had all sorts of issues ever joining lobbies. I could never host them. It was fucked. And then I moved to this place, my own place, and with new internet provider, had zero issues really. Have been able to host lobbies for these past 4 years, and then they changed the network that they're on or whatever to Aussie Broadband Wholesale. And the first time I tried hosting a lobby the other day, it's had issues, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm just going to drive. So much less grip, downforce, rather, than that car I was just driving. Feels so weird to go from one to the other. Had NBN to Node, then went to fixed wireless, and while fixed wireless has improved ping when racing, it's still not great. Yeah, wireless is not great with the random dropouts and stuff. You know, it's certainly better than it used to be. Stool Drifter. That's a cool name. We just need. Is there anyone who has a flag which is red, yellow, black? We're getting like rotation of flags. Like the Belgian and then the German. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello? An Aussie, an actual Aussie. Someone who's just legally Aussie. Whatever that means. Okay. Do we have 20,000 DR between these three? No, we don't. But who knows? They might pleasantly surprise us. Let's do a race. Give them a 6-second head start. Probably not 60 seconds. We'll give them 20. Is one already spun? Yeah. I might be at the fucking Nordskleif before they even put 20 seconds away. The thing is like, I doubt I would just like catch them at 20 seconds. It'll just be a case that they like spin or whatever. I would assume. I'll just drive slowly until I get to the actual Nord's Cliff, and then as soon as we're on, we'll go past. I think it's going to be about 20 seconds, so... And already one of them spun. Yeah. Oh my god, why do I not have any fucking grip? I guess my tires are very cold from driving slowly. Doesn't help that they're now dirty. Oh, come on. Makes heat into them. Christ, well, we just gained 8/10 on this guy from just there, didn't we? Or seconds. Okay, last one down. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're just about half the gap. I still feel like my tires are colder than what they were in the warm-up. Definitely less grip than what we had then. 4.6, okay. Got 3 tricky corners coming up, so wouldn't be surprised if one of them makes a mistake through one of these. Now, our chances of catching Aussie is really down to how fast we can get past Pixel Drift. Stay wide, stay wide. Oh shit. I didn't want to cut back through the corner in case he came back on. Holy shit. We're gonna be going for here with dirty tires. Still dirty tires, or just cold. So I think we need a mistake from him now. Oh, we caught a glimpse of him. Because really the race ends 5 corners from now. Oh, he's off. He might be close enough to come back, I don't know. He's still got a speed disadvantage though, because of how slow he was onto the straight. So I think we're okay. Yeah, he won't catch me now. Bob's Mac, it's like you predicted something. That's funny. Funny. Like you think it's a pointless win. If he gets the win, like what's he gonna say? Oh, I beat an A+ driver who waited 20 seconds, and then I rammed him off at the last corner. What does that achieve? He left anyway. What a knob. Funny stuff though, funny stuff. Okay. Let's restart it so that we get back to the top of the list. Maybe I should put in the title that I'll race people for money. Give them the head start, and if they beat me, we give them $5. But would need to turn on ghosting, so they can't just ram you off. Why are you 100 USD if you beat me? Yo, USD is not worth what it was a year ago. Believe me, I know. So I get paid in US dollar, and it's like I've had a huge pay decrease in the past year. Hull once promised to pay me $50 for editing a video for him. And then he never paid me. Not that I wanted the money. I said I'd do it for free, but he insisted that he'd pay me, and then never did. Did I set this as friends only by mistake? I may have. Let me restart. No, because I saved the lobby settings, right? And it was on open, public. So I don't know. I think probably I am having some connection issues. I mean, also probably just no one's on at this time of day, really. But still. Okay. Well, I might as well get some wet practice in, right? Let's go R07. This will be wet the whole time, so yeah, heavy wets. Hey, Wolfpack. How's it going? It's the round after the next round. It's the final round of the season. The next round is Bathurst in Group 4, which I'm not super keen on, considering I'm with Aldi. So just getting in. Oh gosh. Just getting in some early driving practice on the wet and stuff. because this is a copy of the race that was in last year's official season, which was fully random weather. So, might be a chance of rain. It's been not a bad season, to be honest. Like, the combos have been alright. Next week's daily race looks pretty good though, as well. It's Watkins with 5x tire wear and soft and hards available. So nice big step between the two compounds. Which, I mean, if you can manage your tires well and get an extra lap out of the softs, you can get yourself a nice undercut. Is it short or long? I believe it's just long. It should be Group 3, given that this week was Group 4 in Race C. I feel like they've made Cosmo Slippery in Race an update. Do you mean in the wet or just in the dry in general? Trying to read the chat. Okay, yeah, keen for that. In that case, I've got some time to race next week, so I'm keen for Watkins. No, even in dry. Okay. Can't say I've particularly noticed that, but honestly, other than the mana races, I've barely driven lately, because very rarely do I have time during the day. And then usually at night I'm just too tired because I've been getting up at like 7 o'clock or even earlier. And so kind of usually by the time I'm free late in the evening, I'm just more in a YouTube watching mode than a racing mode. Yeah, exactly. It's a wolf pack. Stunning this out is okay in the wet. I wouldn't say it's brilliant. I definitely, like, no, I know from the Gardens round that we already did in the wet that the Porsche out-drags this thing in the wet on the exits. Holy shit. So... first rounds... So first round was Barcelona, and I did pretty well. In second split, I got P3, P4, and then in first split, it's kind of racing at the low end of the top 10. I missed round 2, which was Group 4 at Fuji. And then round 3 was the race at Gardens in the wet, where I felt I had really good pace, and I was one of only 2 people in top split to go onto the softs. But I made a mistake in race 1. And then race 2, the pace just completely dropped away. But I still finished, I think, 11th or 10th or something. So scored pretty decent points because of the top split bonus. And then last round at Sardinia was my best round of the season. I think I got P4 or P5 in the top split for 388 points. Sorry, 444 points or something. You're still here lurking, are you, man? Finish your workout. Go to the shower just now. Oh, so you're naked. I definitely wish that we could do, like in Trackmania, and respawn at the previous checkpoint, because I'd like to drive that section again. I feel like I don't have a good understanding of what line to take through there at the moment. That was a rather nice drift. Turismo. Reminds me, I went to this high tea brunch thing a couple of weeks ago for Mother's Day, where they bring you out a whole bunch of different savory sandwiches and little cakes. And our server was Japanese, and when she was explaining everything on the platter, one of the dishes was lobster rolls, which she called robster rolls. Robster. Oh, I'm disappointed. You're a man of the early internet, and you don't know what 1337 is. So I just think it is faster to take the outer line on the left there. Okay, don't hit that curb. Trying to read the chat, but it's too difficult to hear. I have no idea either. Oh, you don't know, Min. Well, I wouldn't expect you to know. You're too young. But 1337 is L-E-E-T. Elite. Elite. Let's go with outside line braking here. Okay, I think that's definitely better than the inside line. Is the rain ever gonna end? I feel like at least I'm getting a good understanding of where the weight transfer needs to be at before you go on throttle in the wet with this car. So this is the section we want to figure out here, right? How can we do this better? Maybe we brake really early. Okay, so we gained 3/10 doing that. We may get run into the back of. So how about cutting back in there? Yeah, that was a huge gain. Okay, I'm going way too deep into there, but there is the tailwinds to consider. Oops, backwards on the calendar. Nope. Needed to go to third earlier then. Okay, let's try the wall bang. Yeah, got damage from it. Oh gosh, get off there. Well, despite that, we did gain time. So I think wall banging is like way quicker. And you won't necessarily get damage from it either. No, I definitely think you need to go inside for that one. Castle's gonna be fun in the race if it rains heavy. Unfortunately, this track has a undesirable characteristic that the dry line effect is way too powerful. So even if you drop like 20 seconds behind the pack, you catch straight back up to it. Because the leader of the pack is going around on the track which is this wet, and you're driving around on the track which is 15% drier, which is like worth about 15 to 20 seconds a lap. Okay, so braking at the tree is too late. Even with the headwind there, you got zero turn in for that corner. It's like atrocious. I mean, it is in the dry as well, to be honest. That was not good. Okay, we won't go for the cut there. Let's try and cut in here instead. I don't think this is quicker. Okay, so we brake earlier. I don't think it worked as well this time. We didn't get quite off the line. we did it again. For whatever reason, just the lack of grip on the racing lane extends much further onto the exit of that corner than it does on most. So yeah, we need the earlier shift to third, or to figure out a new line there. Should we try and bonk again? So we got damage again, despite the braking. Like you say, it's 1.1 seconds faster. I possibly made mistakes on that lap too. Have to go back and look, but it does seem fast. If I get more grip, not running over the dirt there. Doesn't really seem like it. So I think it's safe to say that the wet tires can do 5 laps if it's wet the whole race. There's not going to be any tire wear problems in the wet. Put one last lap there. Okay, I think that should be faster. I don't know though. We'll see. Okay, yes. Only a 10. Wasn't surprised I was slow. Okay, let's see if we can get this right this time. Yeah, look at that. A lot of time now if you get that right. Honestly, I don't know how that was fast. So there's time to gain here on the exit as well by either taking a different line or just... I don't know. We took a different line. See if it's better. Okay, let's now drive this the normal way. If we can. God, there's no way that's faster. Actually, now that I think about it, I definitely did have a crash on lap 2, or maybe that was the out lap, I don't know. We'll see what the split time is. .2 seconds slower, yeah. Gotta go to the plastic dance. We're gonna miss out on the sub 50 time, aren't we? Should have taken the plastic guns. We'll see. Maybe with the better last corner we'll get it. Get fucked. As if we hit. Maybe that'll make it first. So I carried more speed at the loss of the exit. See, is it enough? Oh, we just got it. We just got it. Hey, indulge. Well, I got to jump off and start prepping dinner. So, thanks for watching me just drive around on this Friday afternoon. It's a shame that the Ren Sports patch has not really helped its online play. Maybe we'll give it another year and try again. But at least for now we have Gran Turismo still, so all's well that ends well. Thanks for watching, and we'll obviously won't be on tomorrow night for GTWS because there is no GTWS. But maybe we will jump on for open lobbies tomorrow night if my internet connection will allow it. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe someone else can host. Hopefully I can join. Maybe before I go off, I'll just see if there's any lobbies open and have a look if we can join them or not. Because if I'm getting the same problem that I was the other night, then we might need to be making a call to the ISP. See if there's anyone familiar. No, not really. This one, I mean, we'll try and join this one, but joining one random lobby doesn't really tell us that much. Well, we're able to get into this guy's at least, but yeah. I know. Yeah, see, this is, I think, what I got the other day as well. It goes to this screen of the two loading circles, and then it just, like, after 90 seconds says, like, session timed out or some bullshit like that. So, never, ever have had this problem before. And then internet changes over, and suddenly we start getting this problem. Something is amiss. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure that out, because it'll suck if I just can never do lobbies again. Anyway, I'll catch you all next time. Bye.